Birmingham, Alabama Protective Stadium, home to the UAB Blazers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. So Michigan State's offense will have first crack at this one. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, and you can blitz them up. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
The Spartans will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's got great speed. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. Now they have it back. Going for a big play right off the bat. Makes the grab down the left side. Off and running. He's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd and touchdown, Sparty!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the UAB Blazers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Here he goes, Brady. QB got it himself. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Looking to pass. It's Alford. Quickly complete. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. And the Blazers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UAB. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 84 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. Make that catch.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Under fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was...
Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Grab near the marker. It's Collier. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And the pass.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Crosses the 45. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UAB. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. He'll do it himself. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Spartans are in the hurry-up.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy.
Snatches it on the right. Here he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Spartans. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Alford. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Blazers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Blazers line up to punt it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got it inside the 30. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. The play action fake. Rush coming in hot, and they've got him at the 29.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So, good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
At the 45 on its way. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
On the direct snap, it's Hampton. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, UAB, and they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Ohio delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Athens. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the MAC. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to throw, it's Kennedy. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Offense gets set for second down. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. He takes it at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Bring in the heat. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Blazers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. The pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On the direct snap, it's Hampton. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. There he goes to the right. Defense trying to take it back. Going the other way, and he takes it all the way back. Oh, what a way to finish the half, and what a disastrous... offense.
And how about the finish to this first half? This defense trying to hold on, not give up points. They flip the script, force the fumble, scoop it up, score it, and bring all the momentum right into the half with this football team.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Birmingham. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Protective Stadium.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Now the play fake. Rush is on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Blazers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, they're after him! Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Got it in the middle. It's Cherry. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the... Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to handle.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Gets it out quickly. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Blazers will line it up on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Blazers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Alford. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Here's a heat. Got enough space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision.
Touchdown, Blazers! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Nebraska. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Kennedy. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Breaks the tackle. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking left. Pulls it in. It's Collier. Turning it on. Touchdown, Sparty. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hampton. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw. It's Alford. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Blazers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the ground with the counter. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Hampton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Blazers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the ground, it's Hill. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Finds a little space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blazers have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The give to the tailback. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
Well, the running back really lucky. He jumped on his own fumble right there, and he's going to have to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure on the ball and with ball security because you put it on the ground, you find yourself on the sideline in this offense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Under fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Collier. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. Wants to return it. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
And the Blazers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you, so I got to pass, I got to pass. Big 4th down and short.
Oh, they fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And the pass falls incomplete on the fake field goal, and I'm not sure they'll go back to that one again. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. This drive will open from the 15. Back to pass, it's Kennedy. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field goal.
And it comes down to the...
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Spartans. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick six. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air, it's Alford. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Slings it downfield. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.